y'all won't believe what's going on now. And it's been going on since May. Good evening. It's late. I've got to get to bed, but I wanted to bring it to y'all's attention that in May, something was found in Vermont that is now in 32 states, but this is like the first we're hearing about it. So they have disclosed something. Now, when you all think of ticks, what do you think of? Brown, black, different kinds of ticks. There's several different kinds of ticks. Did you know all ticks that we mostly know of are like hard-shelled, you know? They have a hard shell around them. Have you ever heard of a soft tick? A bat tick. Yeah. So there's bat ticks, and we all know what's been going on with the bats and other animals too. It's not just bats. Don't blame bats, because bats actually eat a lot of other pesky bugs, like the green emerald ash borer that we're having trouble with right now in the Adirondacks. Yeah. So it's now in 32 states since May, this bat tick. So if you have bats, make sure you get them taken care of, but make sure you don't harm them, because they eat bugs. See what I'm saying? It's not the bat's fault. But it is concerning, and this is why. They found a bat tick on a ceiling of a home. And they're not hard-shelled, so they're hard to identify. They couldn't believe it, actually. They're like, no kidding, that's a soft tick. Like, they're not here. It's so there's that. Yeah. And they do carry disease. Yeah. Check it out. Okay, so I want everybody to think about this for a moment. It's not something really to majorly worry about unless you have homes where you think that bats may be roosting. So barns, old homes like ours, lofts, and garages, having a loft above your garage. Just if you're not comfortable, have somebody come out, but otherwise, take a look. And if you think you do have them, then leave it to a professional. But this is a serious matter, but it's not something to fear. So you take care of the problem with the bats nicely, okay? Because they do eat bugs. They do eat bugs. So they eat insects and other things that can harm you. So they're good. However, we do know that they carry disease just like anything else. So what is it, 32 states plus Vermont? Or is, I guess, so that's more than half of us. So it kind of starts with us keeping things picked up and cleaned up, like making sure the dog has clean water, which I just filled, and she just found out she's got fresh water. So anyways, it's not something to fear. Just take care of an issue and prevent an issue from happening. So this normally doesn't move out of the bats, but in this one case in Vermont, it went to their dog, and they found one on their ceiling. So, soft ticks, people. Soft ticks.
Tell me there's still much to learn about exactly what this means for animals and you.
So after examining it, we were like, no way. This looks like a soft tick.
A homeowner in Chittenden County told state bug experts they found something crawling along the ceiling. It makes sense they didn't know what it was. Vermont has more than a dozen types of ticks. All are what's called hard ticks, meaning they have a hard shell.
Naturally, this finding was very intriguing.
University of Vermont tick expert Cheryl Frank Sullivan says the bug was sent to researchers for confirmation, and it was indeed a soft tick. More specifically, an adult bat tick.
It turned out that that attic harbored a small colony of big brown bats that were using the roofs for numerous years during the summer.
So what does this mean? Many animals have a tick, like the moose tick. The bat tick targets bats and is usually found wherever bats are roosting. That could mean problems for homeowners who have bats living in their attics and barns.
It's become an issue in places like Kansas or Iowa is when there's houses with really, really high numbers of bat hosts using it, which in turn increases the density of the parasites that are associated with them.
The ticks can carry disease, like relapsing fever. Sullivan says it's rare for bat ticks to go after something that isn't a bat. However, it did happen in Chittenden County with that homeowner's dog. Now, researchers are trying to figure out what the bat tick means for humans, pets, and even bats.